Yeah, so here we are with a wallet. I'm going to call this, I'm just going to go through a quick explanation of how I got to where I am now. And like, I don't know if you guys know it, but normally when I'm teaching or trying to show you a technique, what I'm really trying to do is basically just bring the notes that I've given you alive. When you go to design school, no one helps you make a bag. You're given a set of notes, and you go to other classes to get theory, you're given your notes about how to design shoes, or wallets, or bags, or belts, or whatever it is that you're most interested in accessory design, and you're given notes. And you have to take those notes, interpret them, and create. So basically what I try to do is bring those notes alive. And the way I do that is by trying to create things that I personally haven't made before. And so with that being said, this way I kind of encounter the problems that you may encounter. And I try to use the tools that you have at your disposal. So that's what we're doing here, is a metamorphosis of how I'm getting to this wallet. So I started with these pieces, and we're in the advanced class. And this is going to be my kind of like a little tunnel here. And this is a broken bottom. And so these windows here, of course, make it a broken bottom. Now my tunnel really is, here, let me go ahead and pin this, because I ended up having to really define this part of the bottom. And the first time I didn't define it or didn't recognize it. And I misinterpreted what I did and threw it away when it actually worked. I just didn't fold it properly. So I'm going to go ahead and score this pattern here so that I can go ahead and show you what I mean by the evolution of this wallet pattern. And as many of you know, I don't necessarily start out with a drawing. I ask you to start out with a sketch, because I know that that's the best way to do it. In that way you don't get sidetracked by adding and taking away stuff like I do. So that's why I asked you to do it. It keeps, kind of organizes the project a little bit more. So I'm scoring this to kind of show you the tunnel, because this is a tunnel kind of deal here. And so this is where we're at with our tunnel. And this is, of course, this is, it always does that at my score lines, the splits, but I always repair my patterns with when I'm doing these demos with a little bit of tape, and that rectifies it. So, and of course these windows are going to allow it to bend the way I want to. So this is my bottom, and this is kind of how I started out. This is my front and back, and it's also my flat. What I did was basically, well, I'll show you what I did. And this is my flap, and here is my gusset stay. Okay, and so this is a double broken bottom gusset stay to go with my bottom so that the whole thing will lay flat. So I started out like this, and I was just going to separate everything and put all the pieces together, and I decided I didn't want my wallet to look so like envelope-y, structured. But I did want it to have the same functionality, so I needed to figure out, I just wanted to figure out, go ahead and combine all these things, and that way it'll cut down on my stitching, but it also softens some of the lines. So I decided I'm going to combine stuff. Now, this is, you know, I always tell you can combine techniques, hard and soft techniques, unconstructed and constructed techniques. And so what we're doing here is kind of like if you took my beginning handbag course, you know, of course, to combine pattern pieces and make one piece construction out of them. Or you can just not even combine them, just if you're a good pattern making, just have the idea in your head and go from there. But usually combining the pieces and putting them together helps you not only understand the pattern more, but also explain it to others. So in this particular case, now I've combined my pieces, okay? So now I have my front, I have my back here. This, I figured, oh, this is gonna soften my edges, this will roll, and then my stitch will be, my only stitches will be here, and then as I sew up the gusset. So all I'm doing is go across here, sew up my gusset, and the bag, the wallet is complete, and it will collapse. And to give you an idea, this is what I'm talking about. I want my wallet, when it's finished with, like this, and I want it to collapse, okay? And so that when you're carrying it, you'll have your credit cards, you're gonna have a billfold, you'll have a place for your money, you'll even have a place for your phone, and we'll put like a little attachment to it so we can put it to your wrist and carry it that way. You can also even call this a clutch in many ways, but this is gonna be a wallet because of the way we organize it inside. So this is like the flatness I want, but I also want it to be able to expand to this right here in the middle, okay? And that's where I'm trying to go for. Right, now, then I got to that point. Then I said to myself, oh no, you know what, Richard? I want to add a flap. So I took this piece up here, I gave myself a little bit of a turn and thought, yep, that'll work. That's what I need right here. This little area right here, I want to go over the top. So because this is a wallet, I want to keep it nice and tight. I want to keep it flat. So I'm not going to give it a whole lot. So I said, oh, okay, so that's all I have to add to it. So with all of that done, I then added all these pieces together. And when I was over with, it came out to this. Okay. Now I have my top, my flap, my bottom, my front, my front, my bottom, my back, my flap, okay? So now this is my complete wallet along with my gusset stay. And this is the complete wallet. I'm gonna make a center divider for it. I'm gonna put 2 slip pockets here in the front, right? Let me find my front. Yeah, this is the front. I'm going to put 2 slip pockets right here. So what I'm going to do is indicate that. All right. And so say, for instance, I'm going to go ahead and go down. Took them off. Say I'll go down a ½ inch, and that'll be a slip pocket. Then I'll go down another ½ inch, and that'll be another slip pocket. And this is where, so when you first open the wallet, this will be where your money is, okay? All right. So the way I have planned it, let me show you how I planned it, by taking the stay, and here's this my stay, here is my front, here's the back, and here's the flap. Okay, and so this, again, this all folds up. And we end up with this as our wallet. And we end up this nice, really flat wallet, which is, you know, this is what we're trying to achieve. Flat, very nice, very tailored wallet. Okay, and see, this is how the bottom is going to open like this. So this stay that I'm developing here is going to add all the functionality. Now you can't see it here. Let me go ahead and darken these lines a little bit so that you can see it. On here is where my slip pockets. So at first I said, oh, I'm gonna be old fashioned and give it a 20 and a 10 and a 5. Well, I said, really, nobody really carries a whole lot of money anymore. So I'm gonna cut that, I'm just gonna leave that to 2. And then what I'm going to do is take 2 cards and I'm going to, whoops, that's a nasty picture of me on my VA. Then I'm going to do that, and I'm going to let me find another card that doesn't give it away my life. And then, well, anyway, I'm going to do this. How about this? I'll just give you the back. So then I'm going to do this, and this is going to add the 2 most important cards right there in front when you open your wallet. So as soon as you open your wallet, you have access to money and your driver's license and your most frequent used card, your ATM card or debit card or what, credit card, whichever one that it is that you use the most. Okay, and so that's how we're going to do. That's the very front of our wallet. Now, once we get past that, we need up in here the flap. So I want, and you know, when you're designing, really think about functionality. You know, like, how do you want this bad boy to, how do you want your customer, the ease and function of use, how do you want it to work? So we got this, and we got 2 cards down here like this, right? So that's 2, but we know we need more because people carry quite a bit. So what we're going to do is go up here in the lining of our flap, and we're going to build some more cards. And the idea I'm going to do here is to, Veterans Crisis Hotline. They give you these at the VA in case you're about to jump off the bridge, you know. But don't sweat it, I ain't. But I just got the card. You never know. You never know. And so anyway, this is where we are. We got 4 here. And we can put another, we can put 4 on each side. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to put 4 on each side, and how we're going to bring that all together. Once we get our 4 little compartments together over here, we'll just basically stitch right down the middle, and that will work and bring all this together. Okay, So we'll end up with 8 here, 2 down here. Let me see if I got any more. Art, old people's cards. and then you end up with 2 more down here, your money here, 2 more down here. And that's what you're going to see when you open your wallet, okay? I know I'm just diddling along here, but you know, it's more than just making it. You got to kind of understand what it is you're trying to achieve. When you're designing something, you want it to look different, but you also want it to be highly functional. And the more organized and function and ease of use, you'll realize that people will like it better. It's just really simple. You know, a bag is supposed to be a useful object. It's not just supposed to look good. It's supposed to be functional too. You know, it's sort of like dogs are great to look at, but they have a function. They have a function. It's the same with this. So that's where we are. And it'll come over like this. All these things will be here. These things will be here. Now in the middle, up in here, we're going to have a middle divider. Sit right in here. And have a space here. You could put your phone here. Or the middle divider, you can put your change in. So we can still do a lot of organization inside to make this a really great and good looking wallet. Okay, so that's where we are.